Hey family, hey family, hey family. We on here. We on the porch. Y'all come on. You know how we do. It's that time. One more time. The Lord was gracious enough to let us see another Thursday. So hey, we might as well be on the porch. If he's gonna let us be on the if he's gonna allow us to wake up, let's be on the porch. Y'all get on here. You know how we do when we get on the porch. Let's talk and chat. Let's tag and share as many people as we possibly can that we are on the porch. You know, when we come on the porch, we speak to one another. So let me know you're on the porch with me. Come on and share and tag as many people as you can and let them know we are on the porch, that the elder is back. He's on the porch and he's ready to talk. So y'all come on the porch. As you come in again, if you tag them, I'll talk to them. If you tag them, I'll talk to them. In the words of the Apostle Brandon Clark, if you tag them, I'll talk to them. So, hey, let's get on the porch. Let's share this to as many people as we possibly can that we're on the porch. It's Thursday, and that's what we do at lunchtime. We get on the porch. So y'all come on back. Y'all come talk to your boy. We on the porch. Come on, talk to your boy. We're on the porch. Y'all let everybody know that we are on the porch. Let them know. Let them know. When you come on, let me see you on here. I see you. I see everybody. Good afternoon. We on the porch. Y'all come on in. Y'all know. Let's tag as many people as we can. Let them know that we are on the porch. We on here. We ready to talk. We're ready to say what we got to say today. We on the porch. We're on the porch. So y'all come see us. Y'all come talk to us. Good to see everybody. Dr. Pace. Cam. My gorgeous wife. I just tagged you. My gorgeous wife is on here. Lady Shay. Good. I'm glad she's on the porch. Who we got? My sister Michelle, Elder Karen. Good to see y'all. Miss Ruthie, bless you. Get Marlena on the porch, Abreu. Good to see you. Get on the porch. We're on here. We're ready. We're locked and loaded. Y'all get on the porch with me. Again, as you come in, tag as many people as you can. Share this. Share it, share it, share it. I believe we have a little something to say, and we want to try to help as many people as we can. So share it. Share it. Share it, share it, share it. As you come in on the porch, share it. Again, for those, my YouTube channel is on. You know, you can go on YouTube. Tell them if they can't get on Facebook, they can get on YouTube and follow us. It's there. I'm excited about what the Lord is doing, and we're locked and loaded. We've been having some good conversations here lately, and so we want to keep those going. And so we would here it is, my YouTube channel, KJ Mad Ministries. But let's share. We got some things coming up soon down the pipeline there, but we'll take another minute here and we're going to dive right in. So as you come in, make sure you speak to let us know you're on the porch. I grew up a little country. And so in the country, when you walk in somebody's house, you speak. So we're on the porch, you walk up and people on the porch, you speak to everybody. So again, y'all talk to me. We on the porch. We're ready to say what we got to say today and share it. Tag as many people as you can. Let the world know we're on the porch and we talk good on the porch. So I'm excited about what God has in store for us today on the porch. So y'all come on to the porch. Dr. Rigby, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for being on the porch with us. Denitra, I see you. Bless you. Benita, thank y'all. Y'all get your friends and get everybody on the porch. We're going to talk good today. We've been talking, have some great conversations about trauma, and we're going to continue. I feel in the spirit that we should continue those. We're going to continue to talk about trauma. And, from the topic, I'm just tired of being here, and I'm tired of being this way. I'm tired of being stuck in this place. I'm tired of dealing with these same triggers. So we're going to get ready to jump right on in. My girl Vanna is on here. I call her Vanna. Her name is Savannah, but I call her Vanna. I can do that because she's my girl. So Vanna is on here with me. I'm glad to see you. Tag as many people as you can. Get them on here. We want everybody on here. We're going to talk good. So, hey, you know how we do it. We first got to talk to the man upstairs. So let's open up and we're going to jump in. Kind Father, we thank you. We thank you for being a good Father. Lord, we ask that you would just speak to us on today. Lord, that you would hide me behind your cross and you would let the people be blessed by thee and not impressed by me, God. Say whatever it is you need to say. Just use me mightily, God. We love you. We thank you for this day, God. And in spite of what is being thus far, we thank you that it gets better from here. So we love you and we'll adore you. In Jesus' name, amen. So listen, once again, I want to welcome everybody to the porch. On the porch, we talk that talk on the porch. We don't hold back. And so here lately, we've been talking about trauma and how the effect of some of the things that we've been through has hurt some areas in our life. And again, just to do a little recap, trauma, I'll say it like this. It's not the fact that trauma is terrible, but undealt with trauma is poisonous. Trauma left by itself is poisonous, and it could possibly lead us into it'll lead us into a bad place. And a lot of times if we could take a moment to take a step back, we will realize that a lot of what we faced here the last decade is due to untreated trauma. But the reality of the fact is that we've already come farther when we decided it's time to deal with this. It's time for us to deal with this trauma. It's time for us to say enough is enough. So let's deal with it. And so with that being said, we left last week, we was talking about childhood trauma, but I want to talk about it from the standpoint too. And then we're going to talk about some ways to overcome trauma, and we'll just see where the Lord takes us from that point. But I want to talk from this standpoint today, how this undealt with trauma has affected our relationships. It's why we handle ourselves the way we do in relationship. It's why we're so offended when it comes to relationship. And for some of us, especially in this age group that we deem to be called, or this generation we deem millennials, it's why some of us are still by ourselves. It's because there's trauma and there's things that has happened in our life. And here's the problem here's the reality of it is, the problem, Benita, isn't the fact that things happen. The problem is what it's made us to be. Because we didn't heal in a healthy way, it's what it's made us to be. That's why we're so defensive like we are. That's why we're ready to fight. The first time somebody says something, we're ready to fight. We feel like they're coming for us, so let me show up. We feel like you sending for me, so let me give it to you. We feel like, because now I did, you know how we say, there it is, thank you, Holy Ghost. You know how we say, this is what we say, you don't know what it took for me to get here. And that's our mindset now. You don't know what it took for me to get here, so I'm gonna have to get you now. Why? Because I didn't hear properly, and I did the best in my eyes. I did the best I could to get here. So I'm not going to let you finish off. Watch it here. Watch it here, Kelly. I'm not going to let you finish off the little that I do have. Can I talk to somebody on the porch today? Benita, I only got 10% of me left, and I'm not going to let you throw it away. Yeah, Tamala, I only got what I have left, and I'm not going to let you belittle me. That's the word. I'm not going to let you belittle me. So now I'm going to have to come for you. That's what we do. And we never realize that the reason why we're in the place we are is because, watch this, we keep going around the trauma instead of coming for the trauma. Can I help you? Can I help you today? We keep going around it instead of coming for it. We know it's there. Let's not kid ourselves. We know it's there. But the reality of the fact is that, am I ready to deal with it? Because see, some of us don't realize, some of us, y'all keep tagging people. I feel like talking a little bit today. Some of us don't realize is that it's costing us more harm unhealed than it would be to just heal. How's it costing me more harm? Because here's what you don't know, and I'm going to help some of you out. This is going to be hard to deal with. It's going to be hard to digest, but you need to hear it, and you need to hear it from me because you know I love you and I got you back. That the reality of the fact, the reason why some of us can't find a husband is because we're looking for our father in our husband. I'm going to go ahead and drink a little bit, drink my little water here. I got water, Propel. We're fasting here. I got my little Propel. I'm going to drink it. The reason why some of us are still single is because we're looking for our father in our husband. And here is the hard truth, that's not his job. And every time the man that we even consider, listen to me, they hadn't even proposed to us. We're not even dating. It's a consideration. The man that we even consider, we make him pay the bill for our father, whether our father was absent or whether they were present but absent. See, I've learned, Michelle, that the worst father to have is not the one that's absent, it's the one that's present and absent. Can I talk on the porch today? Yes, you on here. Can I talk? Can I just talk like I want to talk today? The worst father to have, and this is mother too, no gender perspective, but I'm just, father's right in my spirit. The worst one to have is not the one that's never been there. It's the one that's there and can't do nothing for you. And for some of us, that's the issue. They were there. They didn't do anything for them. So now you're looking for your man to pick up where they dropped you at. Man, I wish I could talk like I feel today on the porch. You're looking for your man to fulfill where they dropped you at. And so anytime you feel, watch here, that's why for most women, now I'm not saying all women, so y'all don't beat me down, but for most women, one of the number one characteristics they look for in a man is safety. My mama here, one of my mama here, Mama Jackson, is on here on the porch. I love you, Mama. I hope you're feeling better. It's safety. Why are you looking for safety? Because for many reasons, now, again, there's a positive side to it because your husband should be a protector. Don't get me wrong. Let me just say that for free. He should be a protector. But for some of us, here's the unhealthy side of it. We want the protection of a father, not the protection of a husband. What's the protection of a father? Tamala, the protection of a father is I need him to protect the little girl. Yeah, the daughter inside of you needs to be protected. And when you don't have the right, when you haven't had the right father, you look for that as your husband. And so when the husband make you mad, you don't look at him as he's your husband and y'all having an altercation. You look at him as your daddy is dropping you again. Can I talk on this porch today? Y'all mind? Y'all get more people on here. See, you've got to heal so you can let yourself off the hook so you can really be loved. You can't be loved because you're not healed, because you keep thinking that the man that's trying to love you, you keep putting him in the father zone. And he, watch me here, listen to me. And it's not fair to him. And for some of them, they don't have the capacity to be your father. They're not supposed to be your father, but you keep looking at him to love you like your father. So every time he does something wrong, he has to pay the bill of your father. Lucky, can I talk a little bit since you on the porch? You mind if I talk, Lucky, just a little bit? And so your vision is that your man, Lord have mercy, I feel like talking, y'all. Your vision is that your man is supposed to be your husband and your father. And that's not fair. But let me take a break here. Let me go to the other side of the coin to some of the fellas that's on here. Y'all get more men out here. I need to talk to them too, because the reality of it is we got to quit looking for our mama in our wives. Uh-oh. It's okay for you to want some characteristics, right? In a wife that your mama had. It's okay. I get it. But you also got to realize there's got to be a boundary that you put in place, which are things that your mother do for you that your wife may not do, and be okay with it. Can I talk here? Y'all mind if I talk on the porch? But that's what happens when you have trauma unavoided, trauma unattended. That's what happens. You make people pay for services they never got. Here it is. We just had a disagreement, but you're treating my disagreement like we're in war. Wait a minute. All we had was a disagreement. Why are we in war? It's just a disagreement. But for some of us, watch this, I'm going to help you. But for some of us, this is why our mindset is, y'all ready for it? I don't have time to train no man. I don't have time to train no woman. That's why our mindset is, because we got unattended trauma that have given us this idea that it's okay, that the man who gonna marry us is gonna come all way put together. I'm not saying he's not, but there's gonna be some things he's gonna have to learn, because you are a whole different person. You are a whole gift by yourself. And I will be doing you an injustice as a man or a woman to love you and not know how to handle you. Can I help you heal today on the porch? I would be doing you an injustice to try to love you without learning you. A whole injustice. And typically what happens is we're going to end up in a fire, because you're going to feel some kind of way because you don't want to be loved like that. But you never taught me how to love you now. Hello. You never showed me how to love you. Hello, church. You never gave me the opportunity to learn how to handle you. So I'm only handling you, loving you like I did the last woman, like I did the last man, and you don't like it, but you won't articulate to me. You just ready for war. Can I help? Can I talk here? Since we're on the porch, can I talk? Why am I paying the price? Why are you rendering me the death penalty for a ticket violation, for a traffic violation? All I did was avoided a sign. I forgot to stop. I misread the sign, but you trying to give me a capital murder punishment. Where do they do that at? That's all I did. All I did was ran a red light. But you telling me I deserve death, that we need to throw the whole relationship away. Why? Because you're making me pay the bill for services I never got. And I'm not telling you that it's wrong for you to have feelings, for your feelings to be hurt. But what I am telling you is it's wrong for me to have to pay the price for a story I never got to write. Hello, church. Hello, church. Maisha, it's that I'm not telling you your feelings are fair, Maisha. They're facts. It's fair. I listen. I totally apologize and feel like it's not right for you to be done the way you got done. But what can't happen is you expect me to pay the price for that. That's not my business. That's not fair to me. What's not fair is for you to feel like for you not to give me grace to mess up because you gave them too much grace. That ain't fair to me. I didn't do it. Am I helping anybody on the porch? But one of the biggest issues is, Michelle, is that we feel like when it comes to being vulnerable, you are a weak soul. And we can't show anybody our weakness. So what happens is we hold it in and we store it. And the problem is it doesn't matter what kind of storage container you got. All of them have a capacity. The tub under your bed has got a capacity, just like the tub you take a shower with. It's got a capacity. Your refrigerator has a capacity. Your car has a capacity. And it does not matter what you have. At some point, if you keep packing stuff on it, you're going to fill it up and it's going to overflow. And the problem is you've allowed yourself to be packed so much for so long with unattended feelings that the first time somebody strikes, you blow up. And they didn't even know gas was in the room. But they fooled around and struck the match and you blew up. And they had to get old and young. They had to get everything you should have gave your last 7 relationships. They had to take it at one time. And that wasn't fair. Can I help you in on the porch? Can I help somebody on the porch? At the end of the day, the reality of the fact is you are a valuable person. You're a good woman, you're a good man, and you're a heck of a friend. But the problem is you didn't have any boundaries and you let the wrong person handle you and they drop you. And unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with that. But you don't get to bleed on everybody else. You got to heal so you can get bandaged up so you can enjoy the rest of your life. Can I help you in here? Hello, church. You're a great person. And it's unfortunate that somebody would do you the way they did you. But baby girl, brother, you got to heal and get over it. Because you missing out on a great life, still trying to live in your old life. Let the past be the past. That's why I believe in my spirit. This is Madology 101. I'm not saying this is what the Bible say, but this is the Madology 101, that sometimes you got to let the dead bury the dead. It happened. It's unfortunate, but it's done. Let's move forward. Let's heal and move forward. I know now to make people earn their right in my life. See, some of you till today, here's the problem is you still don't have any boundaries. How do you figure? Because you keep allowing yourself to live in the past. You're not there no more. You can't get to your future because you're still trying to live in your past. He's still going to have to apologize to me. It may be one day, but it ain't today. Get over it. They still going to have to come back to me. It may be one day, but it won't be today. Get over it. You trying to wait on an apology is causing you to miss some of the greatest moments of your entire life. Your kids are growing up. You missing out on being married to a good man, to a good woman. You missing out on some great money. You've missed out on some great doors that you were supposed to walk in. You missed out on some tables that you were supposed to be seated at because you still trying to make somebody do something that you don't have the power to make them do. Hello, church. Get over it. People are not perfect, and you're not, and you're included in that statement. So you can expect, you can't have expectation for other folks that you can't deal with yourself. You're not perfect. So if you're going to expect somebody to have grace on you, you got to learn how to have grace on other people. And sometimes, listen, here's an unpopular opinion, unpopular truth, excuse me, not an opinion, but an unpopular fact is that sometimes the grace for other folk are going to learn how to say, I'm not going to get to an apology, so I'm going to forgive them my own self and keep moving. Hello. Can I talk to you on the porch since I'm here? Because here's the truth that some of you need to hear. The reason why you are a single mother today is because folk tried to tell you that he was no good. He was no good in the last relationship. When you met him, he was a deadbeat dad. When you met him, he didn't spend no time with his kids when you met him. He had kids before you met him. He had kids before you slept with him. He was no good then. But some reason you thought you had the magic stick, the magic power between your legs. Since I'm on the porch, I may as well tell it like I need to tell it. You thought you had the magic and you found out he was the magic and you got played. Drink your water, deal with it, get over it. Hello, church. And you want people to feel sorry for you, but the reality is we can't because we told you. But you got to be grown enough. If you're going to be grown enough to make a grown decision, be grown enough to deal with the repercussion that comes from it. The reason why we can't deal with Vanna, the reason why we can't break generational curses because we don't want to deal with our decisions. You can break a curse when you learn how to deal with your decisions. I was wrong. It wasn't all them. I played a part into it, and this is why we're here. But I'm dealing with it today. You got to learn how to own your part. You didn't get fired because they were racist. You didn't get fired because they didn't just like you. You got fired because you don't know how to you don't have time management. You got fired because you kept trying to get over on them and they finally caught up to you. Deal with it. You're not, the reason why you're divorced or you single isn't because there's not good people in. The reason why you're divorced is because you don't know how to keep your zipper up. You don't know how to keep your legs closed. You don't know how to tell yourself no. You don't know how to be patient with your spouse. You don't know how to keep your mouth shut. You don't know how to manage your words. You don't know how to articulate well. That's why you're single. Deal with it. Oh, y'all might not come to the porch next week. So since you're on here now, I might as well just put it out on the table. These are the things that we got to deal with. It. You're not single because there's no good man. You single because you don't know how to manage your mouth. You single because you feel like you can tell everybody off when you get ready to tell. You single because you don't know how to shut your mouth and follow the leader. We learned that in kindergarten, how to follow the leader. You still failed the test. You 40 years old and you still don't know how to follow the leader. That's why, can I give you this for free? When you better be careful who you say I do to. Because I do means I agree. I agree. Whatever you got to do, I'm going to follow you. And the problem is you should have never said I do, but you did it because you was trying to please other folk because you were already staying together or you were already sleeping with them. You already got pregnant. So you was trying to not have to deal with what people going to say. So what they care? We don't care about that. Don't put yourself in a hole trying to get other folk validation. We don't, so what? Some of us now, that's why we broke now. That's why we bent over and broken right now, because we were seeking validation from folk who don't like us. That's why we don't have money now. That's why we still be going out like we doggone teenagers buying the newest Jordans. We got to buy the newest outfit. We still clubbing. We got children. We still clubbing. We still drinking with no boundaries. We still doing stuff and just wilding out. And we're trying to figure out where we are. We think we hiding, but you're not hiding. You can't hide from the Lord. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere. And the reason why you don't have any money in your pocket is because you don't know how to tell yourself no. Why are you trying to get validation from folk who never like you? That's why I never understand people get mad and you go kill somebody. Only thing that happened is now they dead and don't like you. They still don't like you. You can't make folk like you. You can't make folk respect you. You can't make folk be in love with you. You can't make folk be loyal to you. You just got to take the hand that they give you and just accordingly. Hello, somebody. Why? You're trying to seek validation from folk that ain't never gonna like you. That's why you feel like you got to have it all the way together. You don't. They never gonna like you. Get over it. Get over it. That's why I might as well say it, Tim. I'm on the porch now. I ain't got nothing else to lose. That's why you got a doggone Mercedes Benz and you pulling up to a doggone apartment. Why? Because you still looking for validation and you want people to think you got something. Baby, you better take that car back, go get your little Chevrolet and go about your business. Hello. Went to a doggone pay here, buy here place and got a Mercedes. It's got 275,000 miles on it. You ain't even got nowhere to live, but you want to flex. You want to floss. Can I help you in here? I'm here now. I might as well tell you the truth. The devil is a liar. You can't even pay tithes and offering. Why? Because the car keep putting you down. Because you should have never got it. You should have got something that was in your place, in your means, but you trying to please everybody else. You want folks to think you got everything together and you ain't got nothing together. You want people when they see you, so they want to see you like you on top and you really under the bottom. The devil is a lie. At some point, you got to be tired of sinking. At some point, you got to be tired of barely making it. At some point, you got to realize, I don't care if nobody approves where I am, I'm going to have peace in my mind. Can I help somebody on the porch? Hello, church. At the car lot not too long ago, helping one of my daughters, and there was some girls down there, and bless their hearts, it made me so mad because they didn't have anybody, but listening to them talk, it let me know that if nobody wanted to waste their time talking to them because they weren't going to listen. They had a doggone buy here, play here place. They're trying to get a Mercedes. First of all, the doggone thing didn't even crank up. They had to go jump it off. Then they had to bring it back because it needed a Freon in it. Then they had to bring it back because one of the tires was wrong, and they still wanted the doggone car. Baby, let me tell you something. It ain't enough money to make me want to be something I shouldn't be. I wish I had somebody talking to me on the porch. There's not enough money to make me be something I don't need to be. Got to prove to you to be anything. Gonna go get the you gonna go get the nice outfit. You gonna pay all this money, and then the next week you ain't even got money to pay your power bill. You ain't got money to put in church. You ain't got money to pay for your kids to go on a field trip. The devil is a liar. And let me tell you this for free because I kind of like you. Listen to me. Listen to me. I live by this motto. I can't afford to have fools in friend places. Let me let you drink that. Let me let you drink that. My mom on here. Hey, mama. Hey, Unread. My auntie on here too. I can't afford, Tasha. I can't afford, Kelly, to have fools in friend places. I'm going to let you drink a little bit on that for a moment. Think about what I'm saying. I cannot afford. Listen to me. I'm too good of a friend. I have too much to offer to let fools suck up what I've worked hard for. It costs me to have this wisdom. It costs me to get this experience. And I'll be doggone if I'm going to let somebody in here that don't want nothing, won't get nothing, don't want to try to be nothing, be in a slot. And I got folk that's got application is that are trying to get there. I don't care how long I've known you. If you're going to be a fool, you're going to be one without me. I don't have time for it. And some of you got childhood folk in friend places, and you know as well as I know that they shouldn't be there. But you leave them there because I almost said another word, but I can't say that. But you leave them there because you ain't got the kahunas to tell them that this is over. It's been good. It's been real. This is what you need to tell them. It's been real and it's been fun. It's even been real fun. But where I'm going now, you can't go. Can I help somebody on the porch? Because that's the problem with some of us. We don't know how to let folk go. Some of these people you got to let go. As long as Paul and Barnabas was cool, when that time came, Paul said, listen to me. I tell you what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Tell you what. Because here's what's not going to happen. See, Paul was upset at Barnabas because Barnabas wanted to bring John Mark back in the circle, but John Mark had left them when times got hard. Point number one, you got to watch people who will abandon you in a storm. Can I talk to you on the porch today? I got a few more minutes. I might as well give you this for free. You've got to watch folk that would abandon you in a storm, that at your worst and you need help and they can help you, they'll walk away from you. You got to watch them folk and you got to take notes because them folk are going to try to come back. They don't want to be with you they don't want to be with you in a storm, but they want to connect to you when you're in your success. The devil is a liar. If you can't dance in the rain with me, you don't get to shine in the sun with me. So Barnabas got mad. He got mad because Paul got mad because he was like, this clown left us, Barnabas. He left us. And you want to bring him back? I tell you what. He said, I tell you what we're going to do. This is for some of y'all in this chapter of your life. You need to clock this. This is what you need to write down. He said, I tell you what we're going to do. You go ahead and you take him and you go about your business because he can't be connected to me no more because he has forfeited that slot. Yeah. He has forfeited. And some of y'all, can I give you point number two? Point number two is this. Some of y'all are not giving people mercy. You just crazy. Because you keep letting these folk who keep punching you, you keep letting them back in so they can punch you again. They done drop you 4 times back to back and you keep letting them come back again. They keep stealing from you. They done stole your money. They done stole your man. They done stole your girl. They done stole your car. They done wrecked your car. They done took money that you had saved and threw it away. They borrowed money, never repaid you back. They done lied on you. They done threw you to the wolves and you still got the audacity to take them back. And they keep doing it over and over again. And you keep saying, woe is me. They're going to change. I've been friends with Ray Ray and Keisha and them for years now. So what? You are out your mind. That's where, watch this, that's where your trauma is coming from. Because you keep trying to force people to trust you that don't deserve your trust. I don't have to force my friends to trust me. That's insane. It's insanity, Michelle. You're right. You're sitting here trying to force folk to be loyal to you. You think because you can give to them, then they'll give you back loyalty. The devil is a liar. That's why you got so much trauma and much triggers. That's why you're in a place now where you don't trust anybody, and we got to pay for other folks' foolishness because you won't shut the door. You don't get to come back in my life. I gave you one of the most value. It's the top position in my life outside of my spouse, my friends. It's second. That's the second place in my life. I allowed you there and you dropped it and stumped on it like it wasn't worth nothing. No, you don't get to come back in my life like that. You can be an associate every now and then. If I see you and you know, we out and we grab something to eat, that's fine. But you don't get to be in this spot no more. Why? Because your foolishness has caused me to forfeit on relationships that I needed. Because here's the truth of the matter for some of you, that the real people who are around you ain't gonna deal with what you got connected, what you connected to. So you're missing out on who you should be connected to, because the real folk are saying, I'm not fooling with that. And I don't care what nobody say. This is an unpopular statement, but I'm gonna say it. You are the company you keep. Hello, church. You are the company you keep. I'm not saying people can't change, because they can. God forgives people and we ought to too. But me forgiving you and me letting you back in is two separate things. I forgave you. May God bless you, but go on about your business. You cost me too much. Some of you now could have been married, been in one of the greatest marriages ever. But what's hindering your marriage is who you're connected to. Because the one you're looking at, that man that you really want, that woman you really want, she know who you connected to and she ain't fooling with it. And I can't blame them. I can't blame them. Some of you have got to make you got to make an abrupt turn. You got to make some hard decisions, and you got to make them today, because you're in quicksand and it's sucking you down easy and it's sucking you down quickly. And the reason why it is because you won't make the hard decision that you need to make. If they want to stay on the boat, let them stay there. But you get yourself off. You've been there long enough. You didn't ask God to help you. You didn't ask God for direction. You didn't ask God to show you. He's done all three, and you still there. That's why you got trauma. That's why. Sometimes trauma is things that we can't help, right? But there's some trauma we got that is because of us and our decision. Can I deal with that side of the trauma? Because it's easy to play the victim trauma. Oh, I'm a victim, or my parents dropped me and all this stuff, and it's terrible. Don't get me wrong. But there's another side of trauma that we got to deal with, because it's not really trauma, it's called harvest. See, what you calling toxic is harvest. But again, you got to deal with that. Because you've associated, again, you've connected to things that you know you need to disconnect from. Like this ain't the Titanic. You don't stay on the ship when the ship going down. You better learn how to go for yourself. If they want to be crazy enough to stay on the ship, let them do it. But you get off the ship. You've got too much going for you to continue to seek in every area of your life. Yeah, I would tell you. You right. Just said self-induced trauma. Absolutely. I would tell you to go. I would tell you to go to counseling, but the first thing you got to do is admit you need help because you've been in your own head for so long. And what has it got you? I'll wait. Unpopular opinion. Here it is. Here it is. Some of us right now, if you walked up to, if I walked up to you and say, "Hey, listen, have you ever tried to maybe date another race?" "No, I know who I'm gonna marry." Well, what has that got you now? You're 0 and 20. You're 0 and 10. You might want to try something different. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, what that got you? Where's that got you now? You ain't even working in your career field. You might want to listen to somebody. You ain't got nothing else to lose. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you're sitting here and you feel like you know your own life and you got everything together. But what has it got you? What has it produced? What? What are the results of the way you think? What has it got you? That's what you got to ask yourself. You got to take a moment. You got to do a self-evaluation of your life, and you got to ask yourself, what has my mentality got me? That's what you got to ask yourself. And if you can look at your life and you see it's broken, you're single, you ain't got money, all that means you got to change. That means you're the problem. You're the culprit. What I look like getting mad at the zoo because I'm at the zoo? Why all these animals around here? It smell like animals out here because you're at the doggone zoo. That's why. If you don't like smelling like that, if you don't want to look at animals, how about you leave the zoo? You get mad. Well, all the good men there. I keep dating because you keep dating the same type of men. That's why. Or here it is. Here it is. Here it is, Shalina. Here it is. I'll give you this because Shalina's on here. Or you keep saying, you don't even know, you keep saying things that are coming back to hurt you. You got to be careful what you speak because it comes to existence. Can I tell you? Here it is, because Shalina's on here. I'm going to tell you. You keep saying, I want a man in the church. No, you don't need a man in the church. You need a man where the church is in the man. Me going to church means I'm just going to a building. But you need a person who's got the church in them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I want a woman that go to church. No, you need one that's got church in them. Everybody go to church. Some folk go to church because they want Christ. Some people go to church out of responsibility. Other folk go to church because they're trying to prey on folk. You got to figure out who you're dealing with. Because they raise their hand. They don't mean nothing. Let me tell you something. Y'all pray for me. I'm from that old school. I know all y'all praying for houses and things of that nature. I pray for discernment because I ain't got time to waste my time on no fools. And some of you, that's what you need to start praying for, discernment. Because you ain't got no more time to waste. You've wasted enough time on the wrong people. You got enough healing you've got to do already. You don't need to keep adding to your trauma. And again, if you don't like where you're at, leave. Like, like it never it always gets me. Courtney, it always gets me how people will get mad and stay at the same place. You done dated 4 men from the same club, from the same neighborhood. You're 0-4. Why go back there and find another one? Leave. You with your bad attitude keep trying to work customer service. Why? Don't nobody want to deal with your attitude, and you're not a morning person. Leave. Like, some of us has got to really sit down and figure out that, is my trauma self-induced trauma? Is what I'm dealing with I'm bringing on myself? This ain't the devil. This is what I'm bringing on myself because of my mentality, and it's got me anywhere. And the thing about it is, it's fine if you realize that, but it's crazy to keep complaining about something you won't change. It's like standing in the rain next to your car, but you upset that you getting wet. Make it make sense. You upset if you getting rained on, you standing next to your car. All you got to do is get in the car. But you complaining that it's raining. But that's what some of us are. We're upset. We keep complaining about where we are, but we don't want to make the decisions to leave. And I got to let y'all go. But listen, and can I be honest with you? People don't get mad at you being bound. They get mad and have opinions when you're trying to be free. Can I help you? Let me just go ahead and tell you that. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. You can keep living like you want to live. You can continue to be broken, disgusted. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. They gonna call you. Y'all can sit on the couch and watch Housewives of Atlanta and Blind Date and all these kind of carrying on, and they're gonna be fine. But the moment you get up and say, you know what, I'm gonna move. What you gonna move for? You don't know nobody out there. You ain't got no job out there. But you didn't say that when I was broke. You didn't when you didn't say that when I didn't have $1 to my name. You didn't say that when I was single and I had these kids, but now I'm deciding to do something different. You got everything to say. That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you now. It happened in the Bible. The Bible talks about a story. Y'all remember when Jesus sent the 2 disciples to go get the coat that was tied up on the, he was tied up. None of the people said anything while he was tied up. They were fine that he was tied up. But the Bible says that when they untied the coat, they start talking. Well, where you taking him? What does it matter? You couldn't do nothing with it. If you could have, you would have been doing something. You got to be careful about, here it is. Now you 0-10. Now you finally found a person. They're taking you different places and doing something new. Now folk want to come out the woodwork. You better watch him. You better watch her. No, I better watch you. Because where were your super senses, your power when I was dating a nothing? Where were they at then? Where was your oil at when this rascal was knocking me upside my head? You was nowhere to be found then. But now I got somebody who's trying to help me rebuild me. You got all the questions. You got to watch him. You got to keep you keep your eyes to yourself in your mouth. Hello, church. Here's the last thing I say. I got to let y'all go. But listen, some of y'all, let me say this. I don't usually do this, but hear me out and hear me. Candace, this is for you. You on here. You know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all have just got to jump in. You spent too much time trying to figure out what everybody else wants you to figure out. Too much time trying to figure out how come people don't like you. It don't matter no more. Just jump in. Go out there, make the decision. And let me give you some cushion. If you make a decision and it don't work, make another one. I know y'all thought I was going to say something deep. No, if you go out there and you make a decision, it don't work, just make another decision. Now, I know I probably ain't supposed to say this, but, hey, this is the other side of me. Listen, I live by that motto that 50 Cent said, either I'm going to get rich or I'm die trying. But what I'm not going to do is stay here and be broke. That's what I'm not going to do. Is stay here and be depressed and stay here and be miserable. I'm not going to do it. Make a decision. If it don't work, make another decision. The reason why some of you can't go anywhere is because you won't start nowhere. Can I tell you that? Your trauma, the healing, let me say it like that. Your healing is predicated on your mind change. If you will start somewhere, you can go somewhere, but you won't start. That's why you can't go. Jump in. You have nothing to lose. They already think you are nothing. Jumping in. You have nothing to lose. You've been working hard for your whole life. It's time for you to experience the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Jump in. Be honest with yourself. Get healed and go figure out. That's what you got to do. I told somebody this earlier today, and I'm done. I got to let y'all go. But it was not the disciples' job to get the fish. It was their job to release the net. And you're at a standstill because you're trying to figure out, well, it's so many people already doing this. Why would I do it? How am I going to get money? How am I going to find a building? How am I going to get a house? My credit's jacked up. You got all these houses. And the only thing the Lord asked you to do was cast your net. If you read the story, the Bible doesn't say that they had to throw the net and then they had to drop. No. They dropped the net. The fish came to the net. I'm just trying to help who I'm trying to help. It's time for you to heal so you can help yourself. I know what's going on in the world. I get it, all that stuff, yada, yada. But here's the thing about it. We're part of the kingdom of God. And God gives us an insurance plan. You know what he says? He said, I will supply your needs. Jump in. Stop allowing people to control everything. Jump in. You've been working a job for 15 years. My question to you is, if you retired, would you be sad? Probably not. Jump in. Jump in. What are you waiting on? Jump in. Because what you need to understand, I promise I got to let you go. What you need to understand is that just because it was harder for everybody else, it's not going, you got grace on your life. So your grace is gonna be the difference. You gonna make it look easy, what cause other people to go crazy. Jump in. God has graced you for this. Jump in. Decide I'm gonna heal and I'm going up. This is the last time you'll see me in this place, because it gets better from here. Listen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all being on the porch. Again, y'all share it. My YouTube channel, y'all get people out there, let them hear. We just want to help somebody and be a blessing to as many people as we can. YouTube channel is on the screen. Some of you asked, the next time I'll be preaching. My sister is on here, Michelle Jaggers. I love you, Shell. You need to call me. You need to inbox me your number when we get out. You need to do that today. I need to hear your voice. But some of you asked me the next time I'm preaching in Gaston next Wednesday, one night revival, March Madness, 7:00. You need to be there. You need to be there. There's a shaking in the city. You need to be there. You don't have a church home, you're anywhere around Asheville, Gaston, check us out. Greater Grace at 9 a.m. Abundant Life is at 11. God is doing some great things. Meet us there. It gets better from here. But listen, next Wednesday, I want to see you, 7 p.m. We won't have long church. We're going to have strong church. You hear me? I need y'all to be there. Meet us there. It's going down. One night revival, March Madness. And I'm honored to serve as the revivalist for that at 7 p.m. next Wednesday. I love y'all so much. I appreciate you. Again, same time, same place. We'll be here next week on the porch. I'll get people on the porch. I'm out of here. I'll talk to you soon. Have an amazing day.